Hello everybody, this is Refresh and I am here to take a look at the Planar Portal Commander Deck for Magic the Gathering. This is from the Dungeons & Dragons set. On the back it says, reach between realms, choose your commander and overcome both friend and foe in this definitive multiplayer Magic format. Ally with Prosper and pull forth powerful spells from exile, whether you own them or not. And if that's not enough, a pile of treasure will pave your path to victory. Prosper, Tomebound, a mighty warlock. Prosper wields magical power that he claims he won in a bet with a powerful supernatural being. His greatest secrets are inscribed in a book of shadows, which he has warded with terrible curses to protect it from prying eyes. It contains a deck box, 100-card deck with 17 new cards, 10 double-sided token cards, life wheel, strategy insert, and reference card. Let's take a look at what's inside. We have some punch-out tokens here, and whatever this thing is. Here's our deck box. It's got Prosper on the back. Here is our life wheel. A strategy insert with some actual strategy for how to play the deck and commander rules on one side. And on the back we have some story information about Prosper Tomebound, as well as a couple other characters that you'll find in the deck. It's nice to have this kind of information. And here is our deck. There's also a tip card with the phases of Magic and popular Magic formats on the back. Now that I've had a chance to look at this deck, I'm going to sleeve it up, play it against its peers, and I'll be back to let you know what I think. So I've had a chance to play with this deck, and I have some thoughts. The first and most significant thought about this deck is that Prosper, the face commander for the deck, is very powerful. Prosper can get you card advantage and ramp all at the same time. And while Prosper does rely on cards being played out of exile, Prosper exiles cards themselves at the end of your turn. And so it's not hard to consistently get cards into exile. And then there are also a number of cards in the deck that also help with that theme, and that helps a lot. So Prosper is strong enough that I think the rest of the deck has been weakened somewhat in terms of focusing on this theme of getting advantage out of playing things out of exile, that I think if you were to enhance this deck, it could actually be quite powerful. But even as it is, I think it plays quite strongly just because Prosper is such a strong commander. He does everything you need to get consistent card advantage, and with that card advantage you can kind of take over the game. So you'll note things that are in this deck that are less than ideal. Cards like Hex as your Wrath is not necessarily going to be the most exciting thing. The secondary commander, Karazikar, the Eye Tyrant, is more of a diplomacy / group huggish commander from what I can tell, and that doesn't actually play in very well with the rest of the deck. But I also should note that the rest of the deck is kind of all over the place. In terms of its long-term game plan, there's just a lot of different cards that do a whole lot of different things. Like there's a Piper of the Swarm, and I guess that keys in with the Ogre Slumlord, but these cards aren't interacting with either of the themes of the commanders, and so it's not exactly the most powerful deck, except for the fact that its commander is so strong. And I think Prosper makes this deck quite enjoyable. The deck could use improvements all over the place, including trying to find some kind of actual endgame, having a more consistent mana base, and so forth, but thanks to its commander, it is a fun deck to play. So I think it's a good starting spot if you want to make a deck based on playing cards from exile. And it's fun just out of the box against other precons. If you've had a chance to play with Planar Portal, let us know your experiences in the comments below. If you found this video helpful or enjoyable, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my videos, you can hit subscribe. This was Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.